Banks and financial regulators have become increasingly concerned about bankruptcy following the global financial crisis in 2008. You don't need to be a financial analyst to know about bankruptcy. Just enough to remember what happened to the biggest companies around the world in 2008 when Ford, General Motors, WorldCom, and many other biggest companies around the world went bankrupt. Because of these bankruptcies around the world, the unemployment rate increased from 7 million in 2008 to 15 million by 2009. What does it mean? It means increasing more than about 8 million jobless within only 1 year. There are many studies and researches which have been done on bankruptcy, and they try to predict bankruptcy accurately, but still there is no 100% accurate model. So my research takes a slightly different approach, and I look at 3 different things. First, the industry and environment effect on bankruptcy. The second, macroeconomic factors in developing and emerging markets. And the third factor is the different techniques which I borrowed from other technologies. So, I'm a bankruptcy predictor, and I'm trying to predict bankruptcy with the highest accuracy. To do that, I use different techniques from machine learning techniques, and I try to analyze the impact of industry as a hidden factor in my model. The interesting part of my research is exactly the results, where the error decreases about 10%. So my model can help banks, regulators, and even companies by providing an early warning system and reduces the cost of risk. So next time, when a bank wants to decide to give a loan to a company, we just put the data from company in my model, and then the results will show that this company will go bankrupt or not. Case closed. Thank you.
Recently, the rising concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere is linked with global climate change. The fourth assessment report of IPCC has claimed that global atmospheric concentration has increased from pre-industrial level until current centuries. Aware about these critical issues, the strategies to reduce the concentration of CO2 should be implemented actively and vigorously and could be achieved via CCS technology. CCS is identified as a key technology that assists Malaysia in achieving the goal to cope with global warming issues by reducing the carbon emission by 40% in 2020. CCS consists of amine liquid absorption, cryogenic technique, membrane diffusion, solid absorption, and oxygen recovery. Amongst these CCS technique, amine-based liquid absorption process is the most applicable technology up to this present days. However, it possesses high energy intensive, large equipment size needed, low CO2 loading, solvent degradation, and producing corrosive products. Therefore, the explorations towards efficient and cost-advantageous technology for capturing CO2 is remain highly demanded amongst researchers and scientists worldwide. Indeed, the global climate change has become the inspirations and motivations towards the introduction of my research work. I'm Nabila Zaini will present to you the alternative and efficient method to mitigate the global warming issues. The attraction of my work is focused on the use of KNAF to challenge the performance of the existing solvents. The ideas to optimize the application of KNAF in gas absorption field are seen as an attractive task to be implemented in Malaysia, since our government Malaysia has allocated around 65 million ringgit for research and development on KNAF. For this purpose, my study has underlined three main objectives, which are to modify the properties of KNAF, to characterize the modified KNAF, and to study the CO2 absorption and regeneration of KNAF in pressure swing absorption system. Inspired by the most applicable technology for capturing CO2, the development of KNAF based on amine functionalized group has been proposed in my research work. Result obtained under Fission morphology shows that amine-modified KNAF has highly porous structure that could enhance the absorption capacity. However, the excessive amount of amine could minimize the exposed site for impregnation and reduce the interactions towards CO2 molecules. Finally, my research work was successfully completed by revealing that amine-modified KNAF has high potential to be used as CO2 biosorbent that induce towards a new invention in the field of gas absorption. Thank you.